was 10 seconds. How did that feel?
Well, my eyes really didn't want to stay in one place that long.
I know what you mean. I was looking, but I was listening to see what was going on.
It's human nature. People are easily distracted, especially when they don't think that what you're saying or doing is important to them. So what does this mean for us?
Well, I try to engage people right away. I'm always smiling when the door opens. I want to be friendly, but not overly friendly or aggressive.
I like to say hi or hello. I want to be in sync with the person who answers the door.
Yeah, I try to be like a sponge. I try to take in the situation and then adjust to it.
I want the respondent to be motivated to pay attention and learn about the importance of the survey. I do everything I can to increase my chances of gaining cooperation the first time I make contact.
And minimize the chances of encountering resistance or maybe getting a refusal.
The trick is how to do this when you're talking about your survey with someone you don't know.
Here's where I found that preparation really helps. When I'm learning about a study, I'll make a list of all the reasons it might matter to different kinds of people.
That's a good way to make a connection. In order to use this information, you need to watch and listen, read cues quickly and accurately, and respond right away before they refuse.
And you can tell if a person is hearing what you have to say.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger when I knock at the door. I've had respondents who won't open the door all the way, or they'll have the door open and close it partway when they find out I'm doing a survey.
Or they'll start looking away, or they'll cross their arms, or step back. And you can really recognize body language.
It's true.
This brings us to the 3 V's of communication: the visual, the vocal, and the verbal. These are the 3 ways we communicate. Bill, what are some visual ways you communicate with respondents?
Well, of course, there's my appearance. We've already talked about that. But to me, my appearance means my presence and my physical attitude. For example, I kind of stand at an angle so they can see me as soon as the door opens, and I hold my materials down around my hips because it can seem a little too aggressive if I hold them at chest level.
Distance is also a personal and sometimes a cultural thing. You can take your cues from the individual.
Yes, I watch how close each person naturally stands to me so I don't make the mistake of invading their space.
Maria, what about vocal? What is it, and how is it different from verbal?
Well, verbal is words. Vocal is how I talk, my tone of voice and verbal attitude.
When we're working on the phone, we only have vocal and verbal to go on.
That's right.